Yo, we have some things we got to figure out. Oh, literally. Hmm. Okay. So, we should have done that ahead of time. All right. Okay. Figure this out. Okay. And, okay, we can rock with that. But we we got some problems. I created an episode on Blog Talk, but it's telling me that I didn't. So let's go back to episodes. And it says that I created the episode for 1:12, 1 p.m. What time is it? 1:20 now. So what Watum. And it won't even let me edit the time because it's going on now. Supposedly. Well, supposed to be. However, oh shit. I know exactly what happened. God. God. I know exactly what happened. I must have scheduled the show for 15 minutes. And then I went over that and yeah, I'll bet you that's what happened. All right. So this is what to go and do now. Okay. Okay. That's what happened. All right. All right. When I went to go queue up the show, they was like, no no show scheduled in the next 24 hours. I was like, lies. How dare you? So good though. We gotta fix it. Okay, y'all. So let's try this now. Right now, brothers. Right now, sisters. We got it. Everything is going to be all right, and everything is going to be all right. Think it won't. All right. So the beat is about to drop. We starting all over. We gonna get it together. We good. Right. We want to be a high roller. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's roll. Okay. Okay. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. With this is Urban Therapy with Sun 752. Urban.
Start your show now. Press this one to hear.
Sorry about these delays, y'all, but I'm an idiot.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go, baby.
Radio.
All right. Actually, we gotta start that over. I would explain this to y'all if I had more time, but we gotta get this thing. We gotta get this show on the road. We must get this show on the road, man. Get this show on the road. Come on, mash it up, mash it up.
Your show now, press 1 to hear.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
All right, so today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, I'm going to tell you this way. We are talking about not as healthy as it used to be. Used to be able to take off the walk. Used to be able to take off the weight, but now you have to wait, and it's something that you can't relate, but it's going to be y'all right. You got to know the technique, and I'm going to tell you this now as I speak. You know how it was when you were younger? Remember when you were younger, you could eat all of the food that you wanted to eat without having to worry about anything. Remember, you used to be able to eat cakes, cookies, pies, juice, all that old stuff. People used to be talking about how much you could eat and not gain a pound. You know, our parents, our grandparents, aunts, uncles, and all that kind of stuff, all kinds of adults, they were always talking about how much we could eat, and we never gained a pound. Some of y'all never got sick. I had friends, I had family members that were never ever sick. Never ever sick. Never saw them with a cold. Never had the flu. Never had hospital trips. Never broke bones. 100% put together. It was like they were made of titanium alloy steel. But as we get older, we have to shoulder responsibilities, and we drop to our knees, and we realize the knees that are losing cartilage, and that shit is kind of crazy. I'm a bridge. The gap between the way that we were and the way we are now. Oh God, how come I'm not as healthy as I used to be? Not as healthy as I used to be. Now, not healthy as you used to be, not healthy as I used to be. It depends on who we're talking about and how we're talking about it. But that's what we're going to address on the Urban Therapy with Sun show today. Not as healthy as I used to be. You know, so if you are a person that can relate to this phenomenon, maybe you're middle-aged now, maybe, you know, you're going through something in your life, some type of health stage in your life that's making you really long for the days when you were able to just be and don't have to worry about nothing, and you didn't have to front. But now you have to watch what you eat. We gotta watch what we eat. We even have to watch what we say we eat. You know, all kinds of things that never were an issue before. Sleep and sleep patterns. You might have been the type that used to be able to party all night, go to the club, party all night, drink and all that stuff all night long, go to work straight from the club. You know what I mean? Still, you at work, club stinking. And you know, if any of you have ever been in the club dancing, drinking, having fun, you know what I'm talking about when I say you was at work, club stinking. It's like cologne and perfume over cigarettes, other body parts, maybe the smoke machine at the club, depending on what kind of club you went to. You know what I mean? You smelling like a Saturday night. That's what you smelling like. You smelling like a Saturday night. Oh, what a night. But yeah, you may have used to been able to do that kind of stuff back in the day. Maybe you were able to get by with only 2 or 3 hours of sleep. You were just constantly on the go, chasing money, chasing ass, chasing life, chasing love, chasing. And none of that stuff used to seem to catch up with you. Now you look at it like, man, I can't even. If I think about going out on a Saturday night and doing an electric slide, I start hurting already. Or you just may not have as much stamina as you used to have. You know, we all have some type of health issue going on. And the severity of one person's health issues compared to another is different, expectedly so. But it's something that we got to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? This is something we got to deal with. Not as healthy as you used to be. Being able to play sports all day. Run ball all day with your stinking ass, with your stinking sneakers. You know, run ball all day, half court, full court, didn't matter. You could do it all day. Lift weights in the gym all day long. Trying to get right. No steroids or performance enhancing drugs necessary. You were able to just be out there doing it, making it happen. Now, not so much. Could it be focus? Could be. Could it be other life's responsibilities? Could be. Honestly, a lot of y'all not as tall as y'all used to be. Not as tall. On my license, on my driver's license, it says 5'10". And I remember when I got measured for my driver's license, I was like, I'm not 5'10", I'm 5'11". And I remember the nurse, she was like, you know, you are like 5'10" and a half. I'll give you that, Mr. McIntyre. But a full 11, you coming up a little short. And she kind of felt like, all right, he really thinks he's 5'11". And maybe with some shoes or on some days, he was standing next to some people, he is 5'11". But 5'10" is going on your driver's license. I don't think I'm 5'10" anymore. And you can't get that changed on your driver's license. Whatever size you were at the time that you took your driver's license, that's what you are. So I might be, honestly, I would be surprised if I really measure 5'8", 5'9" now. The cartilage in between your spine, it reduces over time. And that's why you see these little old ladies and you wonder why are they little old ladies like that? They used to be a little taller old ladies. They may have never been tall, but there's a reason why they're short. And many of you may not be as tall as you were 25 years ago either. It's crazy. I don't know if that has anything to do with your health, but it's something that we take notice of. Something that we used to be able to take stock in, it was one of our little bragging rights. I'm towering over people. Like my sisters used to say, I can lick salt off your head any day. These are some things that have changed over the years. Maybe they have changed for you. Maybe not. But nonetheless, things that affect other people around us are sometimes the things that we look straight towards when it comes to us, because it does kind of affect us also. The pandemic, man, I would say March 2020 to now, probably at least 2022. Yeah, because the pandemic was still in effect the beginning of this year. You wouldn't know it these days, but it was definitely in effect at the beginning of this year. We were still mask mandating it and vaccinating it and all of that kind of stuff. Shout out to my people who didn't get the vaccine and who's still here and who still made it. They stood on principle, and hopefully it worked out pretty well. Looks like we made it. Made it through the fire, baby. Made it through the fire. So as we talk about not being as healthy as we used to be, man, that can go in so many different directions, but we're going to go in those directions that it needs to go into right now. So hold on to y'all hats, man. Let's talk about this not as healthy as we used to be. And I have a plethora. I got a whole bunch of examples that I want to run through. So y'all let me know if y'all are feeling it. But right now, what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to share the show. I need you to push the like button, smash that like button, push that, smash that, push that, smash that, push that, smack, push that, smack. Push the like button, share the show, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we're talking about not as healthy as you used to be. Not as healthy as you used to be. Yeah. Not as healthy as you used to be. We all know that that those young women that had babies when they were younger. And their baby was all the way out here. They was pregnant. You know how some women look more pregnant than other women? They're pregnanter. They're pregnanter than other women. And we knew some women whose body snapped right back. Like it wasn't nothing. Like it snapped right back. Crazy stuff. You know, like to the point where people would say, "Oh, you must have carried small." But when they see them pictures, I'm like, nah, you was big. You was big as a house. But their body snapped back. Now they're not having babies anymore. Now they started to put on a little weight. They just started to, get a little chunky. Shout out to all of those women. Shout out to all of those women who helped to populate the earth, number one. And the ones that know what I'm talking about. The ones that gained a lot of weight when they were pregnant, but body went right back into pre-existing condition right after the pregnancy. And it didn't take a long time either. No working out, no going to the gym and all of that. Just naturally just snap back. Boing. Stretched out. Snap back. Boing. Miracle, miraculous, incredible, amazing. Because we all know other women who got pregnant and it was like, yo, they got big as a house and stayed big as a mansion. But shout out to y'all too. Shout out to all of y'all. We're going to talk about y'all too. Not as healthy as you used to be. And the reason that we have to talk about women who had babies and couldn't take off the weight or suffered really bad health complications after that is because that's a real thing. Some women, some babies have really beat some women up. They gave them the old 1-2. Many a mother has talked about how their baby, their last baby or one of their babies almost killed them. Almost killed me. Rough pregnancy. Sick the whole time that they were pregnant. That kind of stuff. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show, and we're talking about not as healthy as you used to be. Not as healthy as you used to be. Well. We have some things we need to talk about today, boys and girls. Are you as healthy as you used to be? Do you feel like you can still do the things that you used to be able to do? My brothers and some of my sisters, are you able are you able to, for example, dribble up and down the basketball court for hours like you used to be able to do? Sometimes some people still have it. Sometimes people have had to relegate themselves to just shooting jump shots all day. No defense. Don't have they handle. Ain't working on their left like they used to. Still shoot your lights out. Still shoot your lights out. They still have the eye and the mechanics to shoot well, but they not moving like they used to be able to. Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? For all of my dancers out there, we all know somebody. Remember that person that we knew, whether they lived around the way or whether they were our cousins, brothers, sisters, whatever, or whether we went to school with them. Remember that person that knew all of the new dances? Every brand new dance that came out, they knew how to do it. And they used to be able to dance. Every time you turned around, they was dance. Yeah, let me show y'all this new step. This is the 1, 2, 3, bop. 1, 2, 3, dip. Say 1, 2, 3, 2. Yeah, this is all you gotta do. I'm telling you, you'll get it. But some people used to be able to dance all night. That was really their thing. If there was a party, if there was a block party, if they went to the club. Dancing was really their thing. Some people went to school for it. Some people took lessons, classes, and all that stuff. Shout out. I swear. Shout out to the people who took all kinds of dance lessons. Jazz, tap, African, modern, hip hop, everything. And they don't dance worth nothing. And I'm like, you're a dancer. We spent thousands and thousands of dollars for you to be my niece. I remember she took all of those classes I just mentioned: jazz, ballet, tap, modern, African, all of that stuff. I don't see her running to the dance floor ever. Never have. She a practice dancer. But we ain't talking about her. I'm talking about those people who used to be able to, they used to dance all night, get sweaty. Know what I mean? That was just their thing. That was how they kept in shape. Dancing. Dance. Dance. They used to love it, and they used to have a lot of fun with that. Nowadays they might still be able to, do a couple of steps and all that kind of stuff, but it ain't like it used to be. They used to close the dance floor down like they had 2 numbers on their back, and they was in a dance marathon. That's how some people were. Dance all night long. Now they can't. Knees all messed up, ankles in bad shape, knee hip replacements, all that old kind of stuff. But they will definitely tell you about how they used to be when they used to they used to show you some of those dances that they used to do. You know how back in the day when our parents and grandparents would tell us that the dances that we're doing now aren't new dances, and we didn't believe them. And then they would show us that they knew how to do the dances we was talking about. We'd be like, and they'd be like, I'm telling you, they just changed the name of that dance. That ain't no new dance. That ain't nothing but the mashed potato. That ain't nothing but the boogaloo. Who made those names of dances? I mean, shout out to all my 80s hip hoppers out there still doing the Steve Martin. So Steve Martin was a dope dance. It was dumb, but it was cool. If you can understand that. It was kind of a stupid looking dance, but it was a cool dance to do. But yeah, my people who used to be out on the dance floor all night long. All night long. Now they can't do it like that. They don't have that much stamina and endurance like they had when they were younger. You know what I'm saying? They might have maybe an hour total. You know, so when Eric B and Rakim's, you know, you got soul comes on, they getting out there like, oh yeah, all right, let me get out there, I do my thing. But it ain't gonna be this ain't gonna be 3 or 4 songs. We not out there marathoning it. That's what's not gonna happen. Not as healthy as you used to be. Not necessarily sick, but just not as healthy as you used to be. Not in as great a shape as you used to be. You know, it's not over for you. You know what I mean? We're not about to put you out for pasture or anything like that. It's just that, you know, you're not as sharp. You know, you're not as agile. You're not as flexible. You're not as good as you once were. It can happen to anybody. But when it starts to happen to you, it can also have an effect on your mental state. Because one thing we don't like to do is to not be able to do what we used to do. You know what I am talking about. You know what I am talking about. Nobody wants to not be able to do the things that they used to do. That would cover me. That would cover you. That would cover me. That would cover you. Let's talk about the people who never got sick. Never got sick. Was it you? Now, I can never claim to have never gotten sick. I always got sick. Flu. I had really bad allergies when I was younger. Used to get these, you know, I don't know. Maybe it was poison ivy. I don't know. I used to get these really bad rashes right on my face to the point where I couldn't go to school looking like that. I couldn't. I couldn't go to school looking like that. It was crazy. It would be like all of these really bad bumps and they was itchy. It really looked and felt like I had poison ivy on my face. In about 3 or 4 days, they would go away like it never happened. And they would be like swollen, puffy bumps or whatever. I was like, I'm allergic to cats. I knew I don't know. I had bad allergies, and it used to really affect my skin. It's not like that anymore. I don't know why. Thinking back on it, I don't know what was causing it before. You know what? When I talk to my mom today, I want to ask her about that. But yeah, some people never got sick. Shout out to all my people in school who had perfect attendance. In order to have perfect attendance, you had to have never gotten sick. Not only that, but you had to want to go to school every day. I don't know about y'all, but I've never wanted to go to school every day. No way. Like every day? My daughter, though, she be having perfect attendance. Speaking of which, my baby Got her report card the other day. This thing was miraculous. Let me read y'all off of these grades. Yeah, I'm going to brag about this. English, language arts. Now, she's in 11th grade. English, language arts, 100%. Spanish 3, 87%. Phys ed, 99%. Pre-calculus, 92%. They have lunch? Okay. Chemistry, 95%. That's chemistry lab. U.S. history, 99%. Digital illustration, 97%. Theater. My baby likes theater. I like theater. What a quinky dink. 98%. Shorty is banging. And this is not the first report card from her that this is how the whole time she's been in school. These are the kind of grades she got. This is why I need to get a DNA test, because I'm like, this not my child. Sure, she kind of looked like me and all of that, but this is not, I didn't do this. Perfect attendance, honor roll, every single report card. You know what I mean? Like, she's on her way to she's on her way to scholarship level. I was on my way to student loan level, affirmative action level. I mean, I was all right. Listen, let me just tell you something. It is what it is. Her mother was pretty smart. We went to college together, but I graduated before her. She had focus issues, not me. I got my average student ass got out first. I was released from school prison first. Anyway, shout out to my baby Ayana, because that I don't know. Every time I get a report card, I'm like, wow, amazing. Okay, so yeah, people who never used to get sick. There's some people that we know that just never used to get sick. Never. And some of those people are now, every time you turn around, they get, they got the flu, or they have some flu-like symptoms, or now they've been diagnosed with some of these diseases, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You know what I mean? Blood work just ain't doing what you needed to do. Wasn't like that before. Before a clean bill of health. Never getting sick. Go to the doctor, get a clean bill of health, time after time after time after time. What could have changed? What could have changed with us that is making us not be as healthy as we used to be? What do y'all think is going on? What could be happening in our world which would not make us be as healthy as we used to be? What do y'all think? Well, I have sneaky suspicions that our diet has a lot to do with it. Yeah, I have a sneaky suspicion that our diet probably is the antagonist to our decline of health. And I say decline of health because I'm not saying that we're totally in the basement as far as our health is concerned. It may just be that, where we were able to eat whatever we wanted to without any problems. Now it's not like that. But it's probably not your body. I mean, your body is evolving, true. But as you all may know, the food that we ate when we were younger or when we were growing up, if you are 50s, 60s, 70s, baby, it's not the same as it is now. When we look at these teenagers today, and they look so much bigger and taller than we were, it's not your imagination. You're not imagining that. They do look different. They really do. It's not the same. Even our celebrities in the movies and on TV and stuff like that. When you look back on the shows back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, you notice like all of the actors were very small, very short, very thin. We couldn't really tell what their height was because it was on TV. But when we look back on it, it was like, wow, they were small. We ain't small like that. Thickum, but thickum. There wasn't nobody thick on TV before. Was it because the thick people couldn't get acting jobs? Actually, that's not out of the realm of possibility. But there's also a difference in the way that we physically look nowadays. Many of you may know some teenagers or encounter some teenagers where you be like, man, these teenagers these days, these young people these days, these 20-something-year-olds, they look older than we do. And shout out to all my middle-aged people that are always dissing 20 and 30-year-olds, because they're not keeping themselves up the way we think that they should be. Shout out to y'all. We can't help it. Well, they can't help it. I don't be doing that mess. You know what I mean? Looking young is one thing. Feeling young is a whole different thing. And that's basically what we're talking about today. Feeling young. Because when you're healthy, you feel young. Because that's what youth is all about. It's about feeling healthy and vital and, having no threat of your mortality, coming to the conversation. No threat of your mortality. T. Carey, right? Morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing. Max and chill. Good to see me some of y'all. Thanks for coming on through. I appreciate me some YOU too. And we're talking about not as healthy as you used to be. I'm going to talk about a strange aspect of health that may not even really be an aspect of health. What about when you used to be able to drink and smoke all night long? When you were getting your drinking threshold together, or when you were working on your tolerance, there might have been a time when you could drink all night long. Sip, 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 guzzle, sip, guzzle, guzzle, sip, sip, guzzle, sip, skip, sip, guzzle, guzzle. No passing out, no crazy, whatever. However it went. But you used to be able to party all night. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Yeah. Now, you might be able to take a few sips and you'd be like, all right, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And it's not necessarily that you're not an alcoholic. It's not necessarily that you're not an alcoholic. You may actually be an alcoholic, but now it doesn't take you a lot of alcohol to get the job done the way it was when you were younger. And you could drink a fifth of vodka, fifth of gin. Yeah, you was drunk off your ass. Don't get it twisted. But now you ain't getting down that whole fifth. But that also means that you're not binge drinking or marathon or challenge drinking the way that you used to be. Hopefully that's what that means. Hopefully that's what that means. Hopefully that's what that means. Hopefully. Hopefully. Urban Therapy was saying, y'all. Yeah. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that that's a good thing or a bad thing? When you can't drink as much as you used to be able to drink, is that good? Is it bad? What do y'all think? No, it says, gone are the days of partying till 6 and be at work by 8. We talked about that a little bit before you got here, brother. Yo, that is a real thing. It's funny how we used to measure our health on our ability to destroy our health, bring down our health, damage our health, hurt our health. We used to be able to do it like it wasn't no problem. And we actually took pride in that. But if you're not able to drink as much as you used to be able to drink, how does that sit with you? Does that mean that it's a good thing or is that a bad thing, in your opinion? Because we're not really talking about your health, but we might actually be talking about your strength of endurance to be able to absorb that much alcohol. Alcohol is very, very detrimental or very toxic for your body. It really is. The ancient Native Americans didn't used to call it fire water for nothing. Fire water. Yeah. Not able to drink as much as you used to be able to. Not able to smoke as much as you used to be able to smoke. The Willie Nelson effect. Snoop Dogg. Wiz Khalifa. I heard somewhere that Wiz Khalifa can outsmoke Snoop. But Snoop said that Willie Nelson could outsmoke Snoop. He said he ain't never seen nobody smoke like Willie Nelson. Like, yeah, he ain't messing around. You are always on my mind. You are always on my mind. Shout out to Willie Nelson. I remember that song was like number 1. I was like, I don't get it. I will never understand how some songs became number 1. I'm like, y'all need some number 1 surgery. Yeah. Not able to drink, smoke, and party like you used to be able to do. Not able to jump as high as you used to be able to. Or run as fast. You know how we talk about athletes in sports, particularly, football. He's lost a step. You know, yeah, we traded him, we waived him, whatever, because although he's good and he did a lot for this team and organization, he's lost a step over the years. He's not as fast as he used to be. So we talk about not as healthy as you used to be. One thing that athletes have to come to terms with early in their lives is not being as healthy as they used to be, which is having an effect on their ability to be able to compete as well as they used to be able to compete. In football, American football, the quarterback is the most important position on the team. You got to have a good quarterback if you want to have a championship team. Got to have a good quarterback. Well, it looks like, and if I'm wrong, y'all, please feel free to correct me on this, but it looks like the quarterback is also the position that has the most longevity associated with it. The quarterback position looks like it has the most longevity attached to it. So whereas if you're a running back, you probably have 8 years in the NFL tops before ain't nobody picking you up no more. That's it. Like the shelf life for a running back in the NFL, 8 years. Wide receivers, maybe a little bit longer than that. However, if they've lost a step, wide receivers. Speaking of wide receivers, I want to say this before I forget about it. You know, you watch ESPN and you see Keyshawn Johnson on there. Keyshawn Johnson don't look like he ever was a superstar receiver. You know, he picked up a lot of weight. He a big boy. But he does not look like he ever used to be able to be out there catching footballs in the NFL. And, you know, he was never one of the fastest receivers. His hands were pretty sure. He started off playing for the New York Jets. If you remember, when he got recruited, he played for the New York Jets. And then he got traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers where he won a Super Bowl. He got a Super Bowl ring. Now, when you see him, you're like, you was a receiver? Yeah. Now, that's a skilled position. That's a skilled position in the NFL. So you have to be able to be fast, elusive, you know, sure-handed, those types of things. You have to make sure that you work on your concentration and your ability to concentrate against all odds. So you look at the quarterback position. You have some offensive linemen that seem to last pretty long. O linemen seem to last pretty long, but that quarterback seems to last hella long. The quarterback, look at Tom Brady. Look at Tom Brady. Look at Brett Favre before him. Shout out to that welfare fraud ass Brett Favre. Welfare Favre. Welfare Favre. That's his name. Welfare Favre. No, it says let's ask the Rolling Stones about endurance and stamina. I don't know how they do it, man. You ain't gonna tell me that the Rolling Stones are not taking some kind of performance enhancing. They 80 years old. Touring at 80 years old. Keith Richards don't have no kind of carpal tunnel. Who picks a guitar at that level? They've been touring, doing world tours. You know what kind of stress and strain that puts on your body? City to city, country to country, town to town. What? Shout out to the Rolling Stones. Like, this don't make no sense. And they've only lost one band member recently. Well, yeah, I mean they lost one back in the day, but you know they held on. You look at Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, like they killed everybody. They've watched all of their peers die. All of them. All of them. All. You know what? Shout out to the Rolling Stones. Shout out to the Beatles. I'm wondering what's going on. John Lennon is dead. Ringo, Paul, and George are still alive. How? How? It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. Explain to me. And John was murdered. Y'all think he was sacrificed? You ever think about that? You ever think maybe Paul sacrificed John, even though the group had been broken up? You know, you're never too separated or too old to be sacrificed. Wasn't Paul McCartney damn near a billionaire? George Harrison died? I didn't know that. Did he? Holy shit. I didn't know that. People dying, telling me. George Harrison. When did he die? Oh shit. He been dead too. My bad.
According to Wikipedia, George Harrison MBE was an English musician and singer-songwriter who achieved international fame as the lead guitarist of the Beatles.
Man, he been dead. 2001? What happened? What happened? I did not know George Harrison was dead. I'm done. I mean, I'm gonna just defer to Nars whenever I talk about music, because you know, I mean, he's on it. I can't do this. I can't. But Ringo is still here, right? And Paul. So half of the band's gone. They should tour. I don't know. The Rolling Stones, I don't know. (1943 to 2001). Dang, dog, you weren't even 60. Checked out early. He checker. Okay. Yeah. Not as healthy as you used to be. Not as healthy as you used to be. How many things in your life are you unable to do that you used to be able to do back in the day? You know, we can get personal. Better yet, let's ask Sly Stone. What's his secret? Yeah, I mean, Sly Stone was dead in the water. You know, didn't have any membranes in his nasal passages because of all the coke he sniffed. I am everyday people. I mean, they was doing it way big. Yo, I know you've been chasing a monster. I know you've been stalking a monster. But what's it really about? Are you getting closer? Are there clues? I mean, listen, hey, I'm talking to you. Look at me when I'm talking to you. You know, I don't like when you look away. You need to work on your concentration. What's up with the monster? The monster, Crystal, the monster. What's going on with the monster? I said you keep coming from you. I see you hanging over there a lot. What's the status? You ain't talking? Shoot. Honestly, even some of our pets have to deal with not being as healthy. You know, shout out to people who have dogs. You know, when you have a dog, because dogs don't live a whole long time. If a dog lives to be 15 years old, more than likely you got to put a pamper on the dog. You know, it's better to just shout out to people who have dogs. But you see somebody walking like a senior dog, and that dog actually walks like a senior. You know what I mean? They ain't as fast as they used to be. They ain't fetching nothing. Those days gone. The dog damn near walking with a cane. It's a cane Corso. Cane Corso. When we talk about not being as healthy as you used to be, shout out to my people who have broken bones before. Broken bones. When you were younger, those bones used to get healed fast. That 6 to 8 weeks that it used to take to repair a bone, that's how long it took. I've been nursing this foot. This here foot. I've been nursing this here foot for over 2 months. Wait. Over 2 months. I mean, I'm better now. It's finally acting like it's starting to heal. I banged it this morning though. I did. I banged it this morning. I was like, oh God. Oh God. I was scared. I was like, I'll set myself back. But yeah. If you've ever broken a bone and you did it when you were younger, you probably tracked your progress. It took a while to be repaired when you were younger, but it really seemed like longer because we were young and impatient and trying to get to wherever we were going. When you break a bone when you in your 40s, 50s, 60s, man, that thing don't be acting like it ever wants to heal. It don't be acting like it ever wants to heal. I had a broken jaw in 2001. Wired up jaw because of a robbery attempt. You should have seen the other guy. But anyway, other guys. But anyway, my jaw was wired for 6 weeks. And it really was better after 6 weeks. But, when a bone heals, it hurts while it heals. The healing process also involves a lot of pain. So I remember when now that's the only bone I've ever broken. I dislocated the shoulder when I was 11, but the only broken bone I've ever had was when my jaw was broken. And they So when they took the wire off, I still couldn't eat a lot of solid foods like meats and things like that. Things where I had to chew because it was still hurting. And it was really, really hurting. You know, when you have to stabilize a bone because you broke it, you have to build the strength of that bone and muscle and tendons and ligaments up to what it was before. And in the process, you're going to be slower. You're going to be, it may have an effect on your stamina. It's definitely not going to be as much of a walk in the park as you probably want it to be, expected to be, needed to be, think it's going to be. It ain't sweet. It ain't sweet like that, homie. It ain't sweet like that. But that's something we got to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? That's something we got to deal with. Nara says, improper healing of bones opens the door for arthritis as early as the 40s. That's disheartening. Thanks, brother from another mother. But yeah, you're right. So if something doesn't heal right, of course, you're not going to be able to perform at the same level that you did before when you were in tip-top shape, great condition. Shit not the same, man. And not the same. So we got to deal with Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, man? It's good to see me some Y-O-O. But we about to get on the body here. Hopefully you was listening in the background, was you? Were you? We about to do these birthday shout outs and get on the body here. As a matter of fact, let's do it. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people. Oh, wait. Hold on, I'm jumping the gun because I didn't offer any solutions. We gotta give a solution. My naturopathic practitioners tell me that you can heal at any age, you can build muscle at any age. That's what they tell me. They say there's nothing you can't do when you get older as you did when you were younger. It's a different ball game, but you have to learn different techniques. So, of course, naturopathic practitioners predicate everything on what you eat. So what you put inside of your body can have a healing effect or it can have a sickening effect. The food that we eat, the water that we drink can either go towards making us healthy or go towards making us very, very sick. High fructose corn syrup. No. GMO. No. Processed foods. No. Sugar. No white sugar, baby. Salt. Excessive sodium. No. Seedless produce. Fruits and vegetables. Stay away. Spitting out seeds is not as big of a chore as people try to make it seem. And I want to say this and ask about this. When I was younger, when y'all was younger, 70s and 80s, there was a such thing as seeded white grapes. You know, the green grapes. When was the last time you saw seeds in a white grape? What did they do with the seeded white grapes? Why is it a distant memory? to the point where it almost makes you ask yourself if you truly remembered seeds in the white grapes. I do. I absolutely do. What happened? I sure do. Norris asks, remember when Sunkissed Oranges hit the scene? I do. I do. I think I know where you're going with that. And how about it? Yeah, but those seedless grapes. What happened to the seeded grapes? So, we got to watch the things that we put in our bodies. We got to watch the things that we put in our bodies. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious November 12th. And they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Cassandra Harris, happy birthday to you. And also T. Carr. Happy birthday to you. And Nicole Edwards turning 50 years old today. And our girl, she's a go-getter, Kia Taylor turning 47 years old today. And also go-getter with the Jamaican accent, Sonia Brisson. Happy birthday to you, Sonia. And my man, Nathaniel Wilkerson, the third, turning 47 years old also. And my cousin, Tanya, actually, Patrice Armour. Happy birthday to you, cuz. And last but not least, my girl Jamaica Ote. And she's also a go-getter. Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. I hope that today finds y'all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious November 12th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, just because you're not as healthy as you used to be, not as fast, as agile, as quick, as strong, as tall, as good as you used to be, it doesn't mean that you're not good enough. Good enough. Don't let nobody tell you you're not good enough. Yeah, you are. You are. And you can get back to pre-existing condition, but not exactly pre-existing condition because, time brings on evolution, and evolution brings on change. So we have to change and adapt with the change. It doesn't mean that the changes are going to make us look terrible, feel terrible, or any of those kinds of things. It just means that we're going to have to be more accepting of our own evolution, our own change, and learn how to adapt to whatever those changes bring. I want to tell y'all that I appreciate y'all coming through today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. We will be back tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. for another Urban Therapy with Sun show. Yes, there will be another show tomorrow. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all back to life. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out. Make sure y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. So Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah, my dear.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobas. Peace. On the other side, my boobas. Peace. See you on the other side, my boobas. Peace.